corazón, mi corazón. Te lo dije bien.
Go, and guess what ends up happening? That person goes, like you said in the last one, you heard me. And that is where it's at, because that's what, okay, God goes, good. Now, here's some more bread. Here's the next person right here.
Do it to the next person for me. And I'm gonna keep making sure you straight. Don't worry about your bills. Don't worry about all that. I'm gonna take care of all that. As long as you're working for me, all that other stuff taken care of. You say, seek the Lord, and all thy heart's desires will be added unto thee. If you seek me, do my job for me, all your heart's desires, I'm gonna add that to you. You ain't gotta go going hard for all that. I'm gonna add that to you because you doing a job for me. Don't worry about all the rest of that stuff.
You know where people mess up is they start listening to the naysayers. And that's the part where he says, do not trumpet it, right? Don't go telling everybody what you're doing, because guess what's gonna happen? A naysayer comes and you tell him, hey man, I hooked up this guy, made me feel so good, and you mean it from the heart. You're like, I gave him some bread and the guy thanked me and he gave me a hug, and that person might go to you, man, why are you giving money away? Aren't you broke? You
First of
stupid or
all,
something? That person's gonna use it for drugs.
First of all, they homeless as fuck. They sleep on the ground every day, and you hug them. What? Ew.
You know, there's stuff going around, right? And on top of that,
just discourage you. You don't want to even hug them no
yeah,
more.
and then they go to you. On top of that, they go to you. You know, and didn't you tell me you were running, like you needed bread to do X, Y, and Z, and now you're giving money away? Like, man, you need to, and that's how they get you. That's why he says, keep it to yourself. Listen, the greatest thing, part of that speech that Napoleon Hill gave, and Jim Rohn also repeated it. He says in there, he goes, do it with strangers. Don't do it with your friend. Don't do it with a family member, with somebody that you know, because they won't take it the same way. They're gonna take it like
only in a man's hometown is where a prophet is not honored.
Correct. So what's gonna happen is you give it to a friend, they go, I expected that. They don't see the blessing as a stranger is gonna receive that blessing. The blessing from a stranger to another stranger is unheard of in a world that doesn't do stuff like that. That's where that power comes into place. You know, because the world will see you. How many times have you seen a friend that knows you need help or blah, 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 and they'll just be like, but the reason is because the world's already hard-hearted. You know, it's like they're already like, I'm not giving that. Nobody ever gives me anything. I'm not doing that. Blah, blah, blah. But the key of it is it comes to doing it with strangers, because then that gets infectious in your group. Then the things you do for your friends, and when you do it for each other, it becomes more sanctified. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now when your friend knows, because you're not boasting it to them, but they might see you, they might be out with you one day at a restaurant, you might do something for somebody, or you might be walking on the block, you might do something for somebody, and they see you don't say nothing about it, you keep it moving, but they see how it is. So when you do something for them, they go, that's how Bethel is, or that's how Carl is. So yeah, it's the stranger part of it, Mo, is that it puts something, the blessing, it fulfills you even more when you do it with a stranger. Because to see a stranger, have another stranger extend a kind hand to them,
and you feel even better after
and you get blessed with that. But the first thing you want to do is share that feeling with somebody, but you can't. You gotta keep it in, and you gotta.
There's a song we used to sing in church. Said I wouldn't don't tell nobody, but I couldn't get I couldn't keep it, said I wouldn't go tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. What the Lord has done for me. Like when the Lord do something for you, it's like it sucks. So you just want to tell somebody.
Immediately. And it's the when you do the things that are being asked for you to do, you want to share it because you want other people to feel that.
It's called what we call that witnessing. Witness to somebody testimony.
The testimony.
The testimony. Think about the first prefix of it. It's a test. You got tested that day and you passed it. That's why you got a testimony. Like when you got a reward, they call that a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? When you're getting receiving an award for something good you've done, it's called ceremony. Well, this is called a test. So when you pass the test, you get a testimony. You know what I mean? That's how you know you passed the test because you got a testimony. If you ain't
Absolutely.
got a
And
testimony out of it, you ain't passed that test.
what you were saying about like when you get into a place that God gives you, because eventually he's going to give you your promise. You have to be able to work with that the way it was intended and let it flow.
Right.
So imagine you are a very wealthy in the world's materialistic way of thinking. Most wealthy people you know don't are not what?
Not friendly, not giving. They stingy as all
Because
outdoors.
that's how they became wealthy by
Well,
being very
selfish.
rigid, very self-centered, very you know, uh, you know, what's that word of being frugal? You know, so the when you are blessed and you become abundant and the new harvest comes for you have to find ways to work through that and to start giving as much as you can back to help others because in that is where that flow continues. Otherwise, it'll become stagnant.
Because when God blesses you, your cup runneth over. So your cup can never runneth over if you're not being given. Like if you can't bless somebody else what God bless you with.
If the cup is running over, think about what's
Yeah.
happening. Water's just pouring down and everybody's able to catch
Somebody
from.
can get something. But if you try to
Wow, that
be
was deep.
selfish, if you trying to be selfish, he can't pour into you and you'll never have a cup that's running over.
He can't pour into you, my brother. He just can't.
He can't pour into you, so you'll never have a cup that's running over because
And
you selfish.
that's the most blessed place you could be in life is to bless others. And they tell you the gift is in the giving,
Yeah.
right? It's not in the taking,
Because you
it's in the
feel
giving.
good after giving. I don't know if you ever felt it or the people who's listening, the viewers, I don't know if y'all ever felt it, but you ever gave to somebody, you know that feeling you get after you giving to somebody that you know needed? It make you feel, I don't know, it make me feel better than the person who I gave to. I feel happy. I feel like something just happened to me, like because I was able to bless you.
But that's when you give from a good place. Like you said, like if you're giving and you're like, man, again,
Yeah. Then there's a scripture that says not to outdo your welcome, for they will begin to hate you. Meaning, you keep coming over to ask for something every day. After a while, the people are like, after a while, yeah. Now
well,
you
and
became
that's the
a
other
beggar.
thing. You got to be fruitful with what somebody gives you. You
Now
can't
you,
just
now
take
you
that,
became a beggar.
yeah, and then be back the next day and be like, hey, you think you can borrow another $10,000?
Buddy, what did you do with what we gave you? No, buddy. You got blessed that one time. That was the Lord bless you the first time. After
Now,
that, it's
now
on
look,
me.
now look. I know that you mentioned it before, but you know how you talked about like, YouTubers and people that go out giving. I feel kind of like a mixed way. I know what you're gonna say, like, hey, um, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be like showing off what you're doing or whatever. But here's the thing that
I'm
the
gonna
one,
clarify. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna
all
clarify for
right,
you.
watch this. The one other side to it is sometimes I look at it and maybe it's just that side of me, like the good side of me that goes, well, other people are learning how to do that and the joy of it.
Inspired.
It's
Inspired.
inspired by that. So maybe like it isn't also like like like
The thing is, it has to be. See how when we're doing this podcast, we don't enter this with a pre-game. You want it to be natural. You want to just me and you chopping it up and talking, and what comes out of it comes out of it, right? So with this giving, it has to be natural. Pre-game meaning when it's natural, bystanders will record it, and bystanders that recorded it will post it. So you're not boasting and bragging. It still got out, still inspired people, but you're not the one who recorded it. Another reason why you don't never see me record myself when I'm out doing things. People are like, why you don't post it? They're like, I'm bragging and boasting. I prefer my fans to record my show and tag me in it, and I'll post that all day. I don't want to, for the scripture told me, for boasting about nothing unless I'm boasting about the Lord. So I have to take that in every aspect of my life. I'm not boasting about nothing. I'm not, because the moment I go to showing off, yeah, it might inspire somebody, but I'm in the process, I'm being judged by the Most High because of what I did. I boasted about it. I bragged about it. So if it's natural, the people who watched it, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna record it. I seen a video, a clip, a short with this guy. He's in the middle of the road with a sign, with a big old tub in the middle of the road. He baptizing people, right?
mhm.
Black guy, look homeless too. And I seen a white guy get out of his car and ran across the middle of the street. And he got in it. And next thing you know, he let the black guy baptize him in the middle of the street in that little pool he had in the middle of the road. And when the black guy baptized him, black guy was so excited. He's like, yes, like he was super excited, like he just baptized
Oh,
his
was it
son.
a puddle?
It was like a little pool. We had
Oh,
like
a pool. Okay,
a
okay.
makeshift
Yeah, yeah,
pool
yeah.
to
Like one of.
baptize
Okay,
in
okay,
the
okay.
middle of the highway, bro. This white guy felt compelled.
And
He
he
got
just got out of his car.
ran to it and talked to the black guy 1 second. And he's like, yeah, come on. He got in the pool, baptized him. But guess what? The black guy who baptized him didn't record that. It was somebody in the car.
See, that's different.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody, that's how it works, bro. Like the message is going to get across if it's genuine. You don't have to record it. Then you're being obedient to the Lord by not recording, about boasting. Let God do him. He already got somebody designed to record that for you. Somebody gonna be obedient and they're in position to get. You still have to be obedient to the scripture.